All right, so we hitting you with some more goodies from Anker, and this one I've had for a little bit of while. You've already seen videos on it if you are interested in the Qi2 charging standard, but this is going to be the all-new Anker 3-in-1 Qi2 charger for anything that's Qi2 related, which means your iPhone 15s, your 14s, and I'm not sure if your 13s are Qi2. I have the new Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, and they didn't put any Qi2 up in here. That is a huge miss in my opinion. You know how I normally throw things? We can't quite throw the S24 Ultra. We're going to put that down and let's go ahead and focus on this bad boy right here because I do feel like this could be potentially my new travel charger. And you guys know I'm always switching up my travel chargers because I'm always traveling. I'm currently waiting in a month or so. We getting on our first trip. And I think I will be taking this along with me, man, because I think I think Qi2 really solves the slow charging speeds when it comes to charging wirelessly. So let's go ahead and check this out. Now, just like I stated, man, I went down and picked this up. Now, let me go ahead and give you the price point. Let me go ahead and tell you up front because it is a pain point, a thorn in the ass. This is going to be $109. I know, all right. Anker Qi2 products are a little bit more on the expensive side, but trust me, the quality is there. And when you're talking about using Anker for your charging needs, not sponsored, I spent my own money on this. You can't go wrong when it comes to it. So 3-in-1. So the first thing that we got to talk about is the actual going to be the charging pad up front. This is going to be the MagSafe for your iPhone. Of course, here it is right here. It's going to say Anker. And this is going to be the white version of this. They also now, since I've ordered it, they have a black version as well. So you can get this in white or black. I always say tend to go with black accessories because sometimes white accessories just don't really age good. I know some of you probably gonna take that the wrong way, but this is gonna be your MagSafe charging pad. So that's gonna be one. Now, when you pop it open, this is gonna be another little pad. This is gonna be where you can put your AirPods, or if you have another pair of earbuds from Samsung, and I'll kind of give that example as well, you can pop that up here. Now, also, when you're looking on the inside, it does have a little cooling pad right here. This is gonna be ventilation, so it can kind of blow. Of course, when we were talking about charging at 15 watts, a little bit faster, what we normally would do at 7.5, and you know we gotta keep things cool when we are charging via MagSafe. Flipping it over on the bottom, this is kind of what the magic happens, and I love the way this design is. On the back, of course, you see you do get more vents, and once again, they're doing a good job of keeping this thing cool when it is charging your phone, and you get 4 little rubber tabs right here, which means it's elevated off the ground just a little bit, so the vapors in the air, you know what I'm talking about. Well, all my scientific people out there, okay? I'm an engineer, man, but this is not the type of stuff that I do. But it allows you to get that air ventilation coming off the bottom. And along with down there, this is where you can pop up your Apple Watch charger, and this is basically how the 3-in-1 is actually there. And I love this option right here because sometimes if you're like myself who has the Apple Watch Ultra, I don't charge my Apple Watch every day. I probably charge every other day or every 2 days. So sometimes I may not even need this thing up. So when you don't need it, you can just fold it down and just use potentially your AirPods or your phone. But even at that, if you don't need your AirPods charged up, because once again, Apple AirPod Pro 2, I don't charge them up every single day. So you can then just leave it flat, and then you can just pop this thing on there like a charging pad, and then you'll be good to go. So that's what I love about this. It kind of has different things to where you can use them if you need them, and you can get them out the way if you don't need them. Now let's go ahead and weigh this bad boy because I'm gonna tell you what, it is light. This is not a heavy 3-in-1. It keeps things very small, keeps things very compact, and that's what I really love about it. So on the spec sheet, it says 6.9 ounces. Let me go ahead and see if Anker was telling us a little fib right there. Dropping it down, 6.95 ounces. So that absolutely checks out. Now, when you get this unpacked out the box, it will come with a 40-watt Type-C charger. Now, I want to keep this in mind. If you want to get all the speeds that this 3-in-1 charger has, you make sure you use that 40-watt charger. I actually did a video of my best MagSafe accessories, and I didn't use that dedicated charger, and it didn't give me the sufficient enough power to charge this bad boy up. So just make sure when you're using this to use the included 40-watt Type-C cable that you get in the packaging, and then you'll be good to go. Also, they also include a 5-foot Type-C cable. Thank you, Anker, for giving us a long, usable cable. Most companies just throw whatever little tiny 1-foot cable they have in there, and then you got to figure out how you're gonna get it to your bedroom, to your closest power socket, all right? So let's go ahead and give this an example. As you can see, the rest of it is pretty self-explanatory. Over here on the right side, you're gonna get a Type-C port, and you're gonna get a little light port, which you'll see here in a minute. Now, I already have the Type C and the 40 watt already plugged in. And what I love what they did with the actual charger was they added this little 90-degree bend. So it makes it a little bit more easier to actually hook up when it's on a bedside. When you pop it in, you will see this light. If you're not getting sufficient enough power to your 3-in-1, this will just blink. It'll pulsate, and then you'll know that you're not getting the right power that you need out of this. So that's a good little feature that they added right there. So let's go ahead and do all the things. Let's go ahead and charge all of the things so you can go ahead and see what it's working with. So let's go ahead and pop it open here, go into the bottom, pop it open right there. So we're going to go ahead and flip it around. Well, first things first, let's start off with the Apple Watch back here. So now here's the thing, and I'm gonna tell you what is kind of a my aggravation when it comes to this 3-in-1. So when you pop this on, you have to make sure, and you see it is charging right here. You just got to make sure that contact is there. So when it comes to bands like this, you're probably going to have to open it up and pop it up there like that so you can get a good contact point to so you can make sure it's charging. So once that's up there, it is going to be charging just fine. Let's go ahead and grab my AirPod Pro 2s. These have a case on it. I'll make sure to leave the case down below if you guys have any interest in this AirPod case, which is probably one of the best cases on the market when it comes to AirPods. Listen for the chime because you probably can't see it because this thing is so compact. But let's slide it right. As you hear bing, you hear that chime, so you can see the watch charging. You can see your AirPods charging. Now, let's kind of turn it around over here on the side so you can kind of see what's going on. And I just started to get a blinking light. So I'm trying to see, hopefully when I charge maybe that blinks to let me know that it's charging. But now it seems like the charging just popped back on. Maybe that's just did a little something. I'm not sure what that's doing. But then we're going to pop the actual phone on. And then you see that the standby mode will pop up to let you know that it is charging. So this is basically your whole 3-in-1 setup that it has going on. Now, how do I like this? Like, how do I truly like this setup now? And I'm gonna go ahead and flip it back to the overhead. And in my opinion, these days of 3-in-1s becoming just a little bit more compact, really, in my opinion, just makes things very cluttered. You know what I mean? Like, I get what it's doing, but sometimes I feel like these 3-in-1s, especially when you have a phone as big as the 15 Pro Max, everything just seems kind of jammed up in there. Now, yes, it does work good. Now, could I use this as my nightstand charger? I don't really know because I feel like it's real, a feature of it is being compact. So I'm not knocking that, but this will be more used for something like a travel charger for me. Not really a bedside, but more so a travel charger because I have more room to reach and do different things like that. I still lean towards my ESR 3-in-1 night charger, my bedside, because that has a little bit more space. I have a little bit more freedom to place things. I'm not feeling like I have to hold something to take something off. You know, if I want to take my phone off, I kind of have to hold it all to take it off. I don't feel like I have to do that with a night charger that has a little bit more space. Does it work amazingly good? Yes. When we are talking about those 15 watts of charging speed, when it comes to this, it absolutely works perfect. And I like it because it kind of changes the game. I know somebody said a little hate comment like, hey, no, Qi2 doesn't change the game. Yes, it does because it's always adding technology when we are talking about wireless speeds. And when you have this plugged in, you are basically getting sufficient enough charge to be able to charge your phone up in a pinch. Those 15 watts, and in my opinion, it charges a little bit faster than 15 watts, are able to get you out of a little jam when it comes to putting your phone on a charger. Going from 7.5 watts to 15 watts is a big deal. And I feel like you can get 50%, in about 30 or 40-ish minutes. And I feel like in a pinch, that works for you. If you need to get out, run out the house, do something like that, you can pop it up here and you will be good to go. So I like the compactness of it. It's just for me, I would use this as a travel charger. Now, yes, I do like my travel chargers to be all in a pack, something like, I'll put a B-roll up here as well. I like my travel chargers to kind of be all in one, but I don't mind if I have to roll this Type-C cable up and put the power adapter in a little sack and take this with me. But this is going to be the Anker 3-in-1. I mean, I like it. I think Anker is doing a good job. They really jumped out there on the market real quick, kind of first to the market when it comes to their Qi2 technology, and I think they've done an amazing job. So if you don't mind, you can look for a bedside charger. Even if you have a smaller iPhone, I feel like it might work a little bit better than this just because of the footprint. This thing is so compact. But if you want this, you want a 3-in-1 charger, and you want to be able to fold this up, I mean, hell, if you got an EDC sling bag, you can just throw this in a sling bag, throw a Type-C cable in there, throw your power adapter in there, and then you can rock out and have this bad boy on the go if you need to. But I really feel like this shines when we are talking about using this as a travel adapter, but it will serve a purpose on your nightstand as well if that's something that you want to do. So check it out, man. Down below, Anker's jumping out there already with the Qi2 devices. I have 2 of them, and if you want to check out the video of the previous one I did, which was by the time this video comes out, I think yesterday, of their MagSafe battery pack, 10,000 milliamp hours MagGo Qi2 related MagSafe, yeah, all of those things, I'll be sure to pop that video right here.